Good morning, everybody, and this is your S&P 500 setups for today. So we actually got a fairly decent move yesterday, but the Asian market is down. Hang Seng's down just over 2% at the moment, so obviously it's influencing the futures market. Not sure exactly why. I know Bank of England had a surprise interest rate hike yesterday, but you can see we had a nice big green inside bar here, and now we are sort of engulfing it right now in after hours trade. So question still remains whether they're just coming back to test the flag. But again, we did not really test any breakouts with that flag. So what I mean by that is this is the breakout here. You're going to see it on the weekly better. So there's the weekly breakout there. We have not tested it. And you can see been battling, and then big exhaustion bar last week, and now we've got a big inside weekly bar right now. But oscillators are gripped the upside as well, so we are parabolic on the weekly, so you would expect a deeper pullback. Now, for me, the way things are looking at the moment, we are heading to one of these two structures here. So it's either 43.32 or a little bit lower down at 42.73, and in between that obviously is a round number of 4300. So that's kind of what I'm expecting. Oscillators with that group like this, 96, you can see the value of 96 on one of them, 97 on another one of them, and maximum being 100. That is extremely overbought. Okay, so let's just get down through the time frames. 8 hours, nothing really has changed. We do have a pullback onto the channel, but there's no structure here at the left that we bounced off yesterday. So let's just take that with a pinch of salt. If we start looking left again on the 3 hour, you can see there is something that we bounced off there. We didn't quite bounce off there, but nevertheless, we did bounce off during the trading session yesterday and then broke through it. So I'm still leaving this channel in, just going to tidy it up a bit so you can see right where we are now is pretty much the retest. So that's going to be right here. Not there. Right on these tails here. You can see price came past them, so that brings it into play. We came up, so we've come back to test that break. We move across to the hour. First things first, yesterday's move was messy, and that's pretty typical. We've got above the moving averages, now we're below the moving averages. So I do suspect that once the rest of the world starts waking up and trying to figure out what the fear is in Asia, we'll see whether it has any merit or whether it just reverses and pulls back. So for me at the moment, this is a structure in play. We have a channel break. We broke out. We've come back to test that channel. The level, this is a 3 hour level that we have here. That is 43.65. I was going to put that into, just lock it in, and then I just want to bring that structure there into play. And let's just fine tune that. That's going to be the swing low. If you look left, you can see there was an area of support there. Try to find support there. And then we did have one bar support here yesterday, and now we've broken through it. So that's what I'd like to see us recapture. This one I'm going to get rid of. Right. So that is what we have, and let's just get down to the 50-minute to see what we have for today. So yesterday, you can see the chaos here on the top of the channel. You can see, draw the channel in, and you see the chaos around that. That's to be expected. It also just reinforces that you got it right. Let's see, it formed a triangle here, then broke the triangle, came back to test there with one bar, and then rallied again. So at the moment, we're back in the structure. And remember, I often say this, the probability of price coming back to test the apex of the triangle is higher than what you think. And you can see there was the apex of the triangle, but then we've just had a little bit of a squirt below as well. So you've always got to pay attention to that when you have a triangle break. Take profit quickly, in other words, and wait for the pullback. Pullback sometimes comes to the apex, sometimes sort of goes past the apex, then we reject the apex, so that we head in the opposite direction. So it happens more often than not. Okay, anyway, we're not here for lessons. We're here to see what opportunities we have today. So any long, I'd want us to be above 43.71. I think that is the structure that I'd like to see. So I'd like to see a break above that and a retest of that for a move to the upside. If I start looking left for structure, this here is the last bit of structure here. So the fact that we've dropped below it is a bit concerning. So this 43.65 area is also of interest, but how I would play this is I'd want to see price move up, reject this area here, come back, find support properly here before moving up. Okay, so I'm a little bit wary of jumping in on this here. I'd rather wait for structure here. And I see that the DAX has been impacted a little bit worse than what the S&P 500 is. So that may sort of set the scene for the morning session anyway. Okay, so yeah, so for me, this is the safest bet. Break above this, 43.71. I want to see a break. I want to see a retest on the 15-minute. And then I'm looking for gap close pretty much. So I'm looking to retest. We just say there, just below the gap, I'm looking for the 43.85 as my target. Tight stop loss under the price action bars that you see. So that would be inside bars, engulfing bars, or pin bars. And you can see here on this triangle, you can see that was the level. We broke through, closed below it, same as what's happening now. Rallied, came back, and then had a proper test of it there with an inside bar on the level. There's your entry there. There's your stop there. 85 points, 446 points. Okay, so anyway, that's kind of my view for today, and just pay attention to the weekly here as well, because that's what we are trying to set up for the weekly. More than likely going to be an inside bar, to be honest. Don't think it'll be an engulfing bar, but you can see this level here is also very important. This 43.31, that is a previous weekly level, so that would be an area of interest for us as well. But anyway, look at the lower time frames. We're extremely overbought here, so I wouldn't be worried about the higher time frames at the moment. So you should be on the 15 and 5-minute charts and just take what you can get. That's kind of my view for today. Anyway, if you like what you hear, drop us a thumbs up. Even better, give us a comment. Drop us just say hi. I would appreciate that. Anyway, catch up with you on Monday. Enjoy your weekend.